To you, Whit, while it may look like a peaceful morning here on Tulare Lake, if you would have been here 6 months ago.
The extraordinary levels of rainfall in the Central Valley of California have brought about the reemergence of lake, a phenomenon not witnessed in many decades. During the 20th century, Lake Tulare, once a vast freshwater lake in California, vanished due to agricultural practices and drought. However, a remarkable and unsettling transformation occurred in the lake. Join us as we dive into the depths of this incredible story where the past meets the present in a flood of surprising challenges. The resurrection of lake. After heavy rainfall in California, the lake started coming back to life. While this was good news in some ways, it also brought unexpected challenges. Some reservoirs, including Tulare Lake, were filling up so fast that they posed a risk of flooding nearby areas. Tulare Lake has a fascinating history. It used to be the biggest freshwater lake in the western United States. It was home to a diverse ecosystem, including unique fish and bird species. However, when European settlers arrived in the mid-1800s, they changed the landscape to make it suitable for farming. This caused the lake to shrink and eventually dry up by 1899. People quickly claimed the dry land for farming, turning what was once a thriving lake into agricultural fields. Without a natural outlet to the sea, the lake replenishes groundwater and contributes moisture. Over time, due to changing weather patterns, the lake would occasionally reappear, earning it the nickname Ghost Lake. In 2023, with heavy rains, it made a big comeback, though it's much smaller than it used to be. This reemergence brought joy to many, and there was even a celebration by tribal members. But it also brought problems, especially for the city of Corcoran, which had to deal with flooding. Smaller communities like Allensworth and Opa faced evacuation orders as they were at risk of submerging by the rising waters. Dairy farms had to move their cattle to safer places to avoid the floods. So while the lake's return was exciting, it also had significant challenges for some communities. California's reviving Lake Tulare, a tale of flooding and resilience. Recent satellite images tells a fascinating story of Lake Tulare's return to California's San Joaquin Valley. The lake suddenly flooded vast areas that were once farmland, impacting crops like almonds, tomatoes, and pistachios. This happened because California faced a series of intense storms during the winter. The flooding caused significant damage, with over 1,200 structures affected and many animals lost. Groundwater pumping over the past decade has caused the land to sink, making it more susceptible to flooding. The situation remains uncertain, and with the upcoming summer and snowmelt from the Sierra Nevada mountains, further flooding is possible. California's battle with re-emerging Tulare Lake, challenges and solutions. In the past weeks, water from the Kern River has been redirected through a canal to help supply water to cities around Los Angeles. It's a temporary solution to a more massive problem. While these actions provide some relief, they don't fix the long-term issues caused by groundwater depletion and excessive pumping, which compact the soil. As we approach the threat of summer flooding, communities are working hard to prepare. Roads between Allensworth and Opa are being raced, and emergency responders are reinforcing levees and using portable barriers to manage water flows. Farmers and emergency workers are teaming up to strengthen levees and deal with relentless storms. They use sandbags and other tools, but the situation remains unpredictable and challenging, demanding constant cooperation and readiness. The flooding's impact goes beyond farms and animals. It's affecting construction projects and communities, highlighting the need to balance infrastructure development with environmental preservation. According to experts, this ongoing flooding is becoming a slow-motion natural disaster, and the current infrastructure isn't enough to handle it. Despite their efforts, California officials need help managing the overwhelming water volume, especially once it reaches the historic lakebed. California's flooding crisis, a tough road ahead. Many Californians are struggling to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck. This is especially tough for farm workers in rural communities in the Tulare Basin. The flooding is a significant threat to their livelihoods and well-being. While this flood is more minor than the heavy snowfall threat, it's still worrisome. The best hope is for a cool summer that helps with gradual snowmelt. Everyone needs to work together to handle the situation. Residents in Kings County are meeting to discuss their concerns and the need for preparedness. The future looks uncertain, but they're preparing for whatever may come. What's next? Experts predict that the flooding in California's Tulare Basin will last months. This comes after years of drought showing the state's unpredictable weather. Despite current efforts, meteorologists warn that more rain could come in the upcoming winter. The local economy has diversified since a similar event in 1983, and large farms have avoided significant layoffs. In the face of this ongoing natural disaster, Californians are uniting in their resilience, determined to navigate the challenges that the reemergence of Tulare Lake has brought upon their communities. As the water recedes and the region continues to adapt, the story of Tulare Lake serves as a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who call California home. If you found this video insightful, remember to subscribe for more engaging content like this. Give us a comment to share your thoughts and suggestions.